Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's
almost
time!
What's up, everybody? You already know what it is. Well, you know who it is, right? I mean, names right there. Yeah, I'm A1. Hi, everybody. You have reached It's Almost Time, where we chop it up about the past fights that just happened, and then also look ahead to some upcoming fights. With me, as always, anyways, we got the resident hater, Mr. Paul Wilby. How's it going, Paul?
Thank you.
Yep. Missing in action tonight, we got the boy Cornbread, Andre, Mr. Fight Predictor 3000. I mean, whatever you want to call him, he's MIA. So if somebody want to send a search party for him, just tell him we're missing him here at It's Almost Time. But the show goes on, just like show business, so we gonna run this bad boy without him. And talk about what's been happening. We just had a UFC fight night. It was Nicolau versus Alex Perez. Like I've been saying for the couple weeks leading into this, I'm still coming down off of the UFC 300 card, and I feel like it's going to be a minute before there's another card that is even like that. So just making do, going through the process. And don't get me wrong, I mean, there was some good fights last night, at least from what I saw, and I'm sure there'll be some good fights here in this upcoming weekend's pay-per-view, but it ain't 300, so it's kind of hard for me to be like super pumped about it. I guess we can cover right off of the bat that we hit the trifecta. Never bad to hit the trifecta when it comes to the parlay.
Parlay boys.
Yeah. And the picks were as follows. I had Euros Medic, and he took on Tim Means, and actually he made shorter work of Tim Means than I expected him to. It was a first round TKO. Means went in for a shot and just got clipped with a beautiful uppercut, dropped down, some ground and pound, and that's all she wrote. So Medic with a nice little TKO victory there. We had Andre's pick. Even though he ain't been in studio, he's still been making picks, or I've been making him make picks anyway. So right. He had Karine Silva over Ariana Lipski. And this fight was back and forth a little bit. That not like super close or anything like that, but Lipski definitely had her moments. And she's De Silva now. It's Ariana De Silva. That shit threw me off when it was live, and I'm like, why is it Silva versus De Silva? She must have got married or changed that government. I don't know what the details are. I just know that she's no longer Lipski. It's going to be another one of them Caitlin Cinnamon Marinara things where everybody just going to remember as Chikagian, and everybody's, who's this Sermonara chick. But, yeah, Karine Silva with the decision victory, and then adding a little bit of juice into our parlay on the payout. We had Paul picking Bogdan Guskov over Ryan Spann, which really, even when you made the pick, I saw that Guskov was the dog, and I said, no, this is easy money. Ryan Spann is an imposter.
Yeah, he's a little wishy-washy.
Yeah, he's not Superman, I'll tell you that. Like that's probably one of the worst tattoo decisions a fighter can make. And then to go on a skid like that, I watched him fade twice against Anthony Smith, and that was enough for me. I don't think I will ever put money on a Ryan Spann fight unless it's against him.
Who the fuck is the big heavyweight woman beater that everybody hates? I think he's the only guy to ever miss weight. Ryan Spann reminds me of him, and I don't know why.
Are you thinking of Greg Hardy?
Greg Hardy, yeah. I don't know why he reminds me of Greg Hardy so much.
I don't either, but But yeah, no, Greg Hardy, and I'm sure you know this, but Greg Hardy isn't even on the UFC roster anymore. He got cut probably closer to a year ago. And I saw it coming because he couldn't make
Isn't he an NFL player?
A former NFL player, former wife beater, former UFC fighter. I guess he's just said that's what he does. A lot of former things.
Not a former ranked fighter, I don't think.
No, I never was ranked. He had that controversy too, where in between rounds he used his inhaler, and it was like, "Oh, this is USADA approved."
His what?
He used an inhaler in between rounds.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, no, and ended up. We found out after the fact that he wasn't supposed to do that, but I'm sure he knew that, and just he couldn't breathe, and so he used his inhaler. Somehow they let him get away with it in the fight, or in the moment anyways. Like, they even came and checked on him and asked him about it. But either way, back to Bogdan Guskov. Second round TKO over Ryan Spann. And Spann had some moments, had some takedowns, had a little bit of control. But again, I'm never been super impressed with Ryan Spann to begin with myself. So didn't surprise me. So yeah, all three hit on the parlay. And I know you book through DraftKings, I believe, and I do mine through FanDuel. I don't know what your official odds were on your end with the parlay, but I think mine was like a plus 475 or something with the 3 picks. So I know, me and Dre had the underdogs, or no, the favorites, and you had Guskov, which was, he was only plus 154, but yeah, plus 457 in total for the parlay. And
I don't know if I actually put in this one because I think Dre wasn't there, so I didn't put it in yet.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think he got his in a little bit late, like Thursday or Friday, if I remember right. But yeah, I locked that in. I think I put 5 on it or something like that. I had a decent little pop.
I got 5 on it.
Man, I wish we could sample that, drop that as a sound bite, but man, get dropped real quick.
Right.
But yeah, no, parlay hit, and it's never bad here. It's almost time when the parlay hits. Actually, let me grab my handy dandy sheet here for this contest, because this is all we've been doing lately is adding notches. I'm okay with it. So everybody got a notch. That one. So 13 fight cards into this year, and Cornbread is in the lead with 10 notches.
Damn.
Nipping on him, though, with 9.
Damn, I didn't feel like I've been catching up.
Yeah, no, you did some good catching up, and then I'm back here with 7, so I'm not out of the race by any means, but I got a little bit of catching up to do. My trick is when I'm picking these parlay picks, I'm not trying to pick just to win this thing. I'm picking on who, just what knowledge I have, what I think's going to happen. Right. And I had some rough goes at it. I got Joe Piper to blame for my catching up, man.
Right. Yeah. That was someone's, I'm sure, saw it coming, but not many.
Not many, man. Exactly. Not many. Like I was telling Paul before we started running this here tonight, I actually only saw the main card for the most part. Didn't see a lot of these preliminary fights. Stepsister had her birthday celebration yesterday out at my parents', so we was all out, joined some brews, hitting the hot tub. Yeah, just had a lot of fun. I'm actually surprised I'm not hungover today. I thought I was going to have to have a couple drinks to even get on here tonight to feel okay to do this.
Damn.
But woke up all right. I took some leave last night while I was still lit, and that seemed to do the trick. I woke up. It was like 4:30 this morning, still kind of feeling it, but by the time I was up at 8, was just fine. Had a lack of caffeine today though, so was this far away from a nap before this, but I didn't do it. I didn't give in. Palpatine was over there. Just take the nap. Do it. And I didn't. But just to kind of run over some of the prelims that I missed. If y'all caught them, let me know what y'all thought. But we had Mahashadi Izar versus Gabriel Benitez. I'm not even going to try to say that name again. But Izar won via split decision. Jason Herzog was the referee. So yeah, no, if y'all know how that one went or if it went the right way, let me know. I plan on watching these anyways. I was gonna try to watch them before this, but yeah, I had to get the little man home and situated and all that stuff before doing this. We have it was Na Liang versus Ivana Petrovic. Petrovic won third round via arm triangle choke. Okay. We had Chris Padilla versus James Lontop. This was a first round sub, 4 minutes 33 seconds of round one. Rear naked choke victory for Chris Padilla.
James 2 L's on top.
Yep. LL on top. See, he could have been LL Cool J's sidekick.
LL Bean. They make like seeds or something. I don't fucking know.
Man. We had Marnik Man. Don't feel like, or maybe it's Marnice Man versus Ketlin Souza. Souza with the unanimous decision victory.
Does she have a forehead tattoo or is that her hairline?
I think that might be her hairline.
Interesting.
She almost looked like she got the barbed wire like Post Malone.
Yeah. It's like there's two hairlines. There's the first one and the second one.
Yeah, no, there is too. She must have had her hair done up or like braided or something in that picture. I can't tell. No, it looked like her hair is not even braided though. How's your hairline like that? Hey, I'm not one to talk about hairline, so let's move on.
Yeah, I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm just more curious. What's going on there?
We had Caio Machado versus Dontel Mays. Mays with the unanimous decision victory. Man, a lot of decisions there to open the night out. I guess couple subs, several decisions. We have Victor Henry with a TKO over Ronnie Yahaya, and it was by head kick and punches. This is actually, I think, where I came in, saw this dude catch a really nice kick, and then followed it up with some ground and pound, got him out of there. Main card though, for this just being a standard fight night, it was pretty decent. I'm not complaining anyways. Uros Medic versus Tim Means. This was again a good fight. Fucking Means was kind of throwing him off a little bit, I feel like, or maybe he was just kind of testing the water a little bit. Didn't know how to approach, but Means went in through a takedown about halfway into the first round, and Medic made him pay. Caught him clean with a nice little uppercut as he's going into it. It's a little reminiscence of Curtis Blades and Derek Lewis.
Damn!
Yes. First round TKO. It looks like official time was 2 minutes and 9 seconds for round one. So yeah, it wasn't even a full half a round. David Onama versus Jonathan Pierce, and I know I watched this one, but I, for the life of me, do not remember it.
It was a decision. Must have been uneventful.
Well, and imagine that you get drunk and you don't remember shit.
Crazy how that works.
The day like that doesn't even sound real. Okay, yep. Austin Lane versus Jonata Deans. I don't know. They need to have a speak and spell option on SureDog to where you could hit the button and it pronounces it for you, just so I don't sound retarded when I'm saying some of these names.
And they should have it so when you click it, it says it in John Anik's voice because he figures them all out anyway.
Bro, for real, that's not a bad idea. Anik, you need to get a hold of SureDog and make this happen for us.
I'm sure they would do it on the UFC website before that.
Right. You're probably right. Let's see here. I'm getting a little distracted over yonder.
Ariana Thicksky.
And you can't even say it now because she's De Silva. Man. But no, this fight was a decent fight. It was back and forth. I thought Lipsky was actually pretty competitive that first round. Second round, I felt like was a little bit more in Karini's favor, just with the takedowns and the control, was trying to pass and threaten a little bit. Third round, a little bit more of the same. And yeah, unanimous decision victory for Carini Silva. So again, yep, parlay boys. And then yeah, Bogdan Guskov over Ryan Spann again. The odds, I was surprised that Guskov was even a dog coming into this fight. I don't have much faith in Ryan Spann as far as just that top level of competition. I want to say Guskov, it sounded like had been off for a little bit or been injured, so he had been away for a little while. That might be why he was a dog, but he came in and he showed out that first round. I mean, Spann had his moments. I want to say he got him down and was controlling him a little bit. The end of the first round actually ended with Spann on top in a dominant position. If I was judging, I probably would have given the first round to Spann just based off of that. That second round started, and you could tell the whole fight there was just a big difference in power because Spann was catching Guskov with some shots. But anytime Guskov was catching Spann with the shots, he was reacting. He could tell he wasn't liking it. It's like he was feeling it. So power, definitely power advantage to Guskov there. Second round, just he caught him with a nice little combo, had him stumbling. Looked like he might recover, but Guskov did not let him off the hook. Threw on some more combos, or just kind of started peppering it on and got the dub. And then Nicolau versus Alex Perez in the main event of the card. And actually, if I remember right, I want to say Perez was a pretty decent sized underdog. Like this was supposed to be Nicolau's fight, and it did not go that way. Actually, yeah, let me bring this up right quick.
Minus 175. So yeah, he was the favorite, but not huge.
Just a slight. I thought it was more skewed than that. And maybe I thought it was more skewed because I decided to throw 5 on this fight too, and I picked Perez to win by knockout. And it was like a plus 470. And I was like, damn, and Perez is actually knowing to sleep people, which I thought was kind of surprising that he was such a dog when it came to that.
So it cashed?
Yeah, it cashed. I had a decent night on the betting apps. A lot of times I'll be yelling at the shit when they don't be doing it how I want them to finish it. I'll be like, why are you fucking me out of money? Like, y'all know what your MO is, and then you just don't do it. Okay. Make that make sense. But yeah, no, Nicolau had just come off of a big loss to Brandon Raw Dog Royval, and I can't say just because this was April of 2023 that those two fights. So Nicolau took about a year off before coming back to fight this one. And man, this was a good fight. Nicolau, he looked all right, but it wasn't enough. Perez got it in, and I want to say his second round KO. Let me double check here. I guess we haven't even figured out who's got fight of the nights, performance of the nights, any of that shit. Actually, your boy Guskov got himself a performance of the night bonus, so an extra 50 G's for that performance. Alex Perez got himself a performance of the night. Jonata Dines or Dinas. Okay, there is a whole ass I on the second part of the name. Got himself a performance of the night bonus. Uros Medic, my boy, got a performance of the night bonus. And the fights must have been mediocre enough that nobody got fight of the night. I don't know how that works. I thought there was always a fight of the night. You have to pick one, but not just handful of bonuses got passed out. And yeah, not a bad night for the parlays though. Like we hit that right. I'm actually, speaking of parlays, man, I went to go hit a button and it was not going to be the
parlay boys.
Man, You know, now that I'm looking at 301, there's some pretty decent fights on this card. At least the main card worthy.
You see that? Are we still on this card?
On the fight night?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to add something to it.
No, I was gonna say something completely unrelated. That's why I was gonna make sure we were off of it.
Oh yeah, no. We kind of covered the results. I'm kind of past it.
Did you see that? I guess not really UFC related, but I thought this was sort of. It probably doesn't mean anything, but interesting. Conor McGregor is now part owner of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. I thought that was interesting.
I saw that as well, and it was funny because he tweeted out prior to the BKFC starting, "Hey, tune in! I got a special announcement during this BKFC," and I thought I was like, "Why is he announcing shit on BKFC?" Like,
right?
That
very weird.
Sense. But he's all over the place, man. He be going to all these other promotions. Like, what was it? BKFC or was it like PFL? Like he was in and holding a title and like
that was BKFC.
Okay, man, maybe we should have known. Well, hey, I got to give Conor some respect when it comes to that. I mean, you came in, you made your money, but you're diversifying your portfolio. You're finding other revenue streams. Obviously, you haven't fought in 3 years and you haven't had to because you'd be making that money. You got that Roadhouse money. You're gonna have that BKFC money. But I think
Popeye's money coming soon.
Yep, man. And while we're talking BKFC, I think it's notable to mention Mike Perry beat Thiago Alves last night, first round TKO. Undefeated still in BKFC, so shout out to Platinum Mike Perry on that. I think he found his home, he found his lane, and he is doing his damn thing. Feel like the UFC kind of dropped the ball letting him go because he's kind of always been a fan favorite. I know he kind of hit a little bit of a lull where things weren't going his way or wasn't getting the nods, but all in all, since he's gone to BKFC, I think he's 5-0 in BKFC, and I think he's got one other victory with a different promotion. If I'm talking right, it might all be BKFC.
I think it was a combination of his skids, and he was getting a lot of bad PR for him. Like he was saying the N-word and fighting like civilians and shit like that.
I wasn't saying the N-word, nigga.
What?
I wasn't saying the N-word, nigga.
Oh shit! Look who it is. Let's go.
Hey, let's get
That's right.
So who in the search party found you and told you we needed you here tonight?
Hold on, because I'm a little loud. No, nobody. I just got done certifying for my Bassett, so I can bartend. You know what I'm saying? They all run through, and you can be certified bartender. I had to do that, and the class is like 4 hours long.
Damn.
But an hour of it is about human trafficking.
Oh, damn.
Not even on the fucking final exam. I was pissed. I mean, everyone should know about human trafficking. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is, if it's not going to be on the test, I don't need to know about it. It's part of
you can tell me after the test.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's because I'm over here like, why I'm learning about this, and I ain't finna bartend in the airport. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
right. But you could be human trafficked anywhere. Pimps are human traffickers. You know what I'm saying? So,
yep. I mean,
have you seen those things they have at some of the bars? It's like a fucking. It kind of looks like a fucking. I mean, it's basically a lid, but it's like a fucking condom that they put the fucking like straw through, so you can't put something in chicks' drinks.
Oh shit!
But like, just so that it's essentially a lid, but like they call it something else. And then you just like you poke the straw through it, and it's only big enough to get the fucking straw through. Yeah, the anti-roofie fucking a lid for the cup.
Word.
New invention.
Hell no.
Welcome back to Pod, man. We missed you here.
Yeah. Word up. Thank you kindly. You know what I'm saying?
I
don't know how I got this Nigerian on screen, but there we go. was like, nigga, I look like Moonlight, nigga.
Over there looking like Odie Osborne and shit.
You feel me? Looking like under the bed up in this motherfucker.
So I'm gonna run back the official numbers for you since you.
Oh yeah, because I was gonna ask about that. I gotta update, the tallies, my damn self.
Yeah.
So this was the 11th one, right?
13th.
13th.
Yep.
So I missed 4 of them.
Yep.
Damn.
So I was like, is he bowing out? Is this the end? But yeah, through 13, and you are 10 of 13.
Word up.
You got Paul right behind you though, 9 of 13.
Ooh-wee.
And then I'm holding down last place with that 7th spot.
Okay, and I still got the asterisk in this bitch. For my man,
asterisk still there, and I mean technically Paul got an asterisk too because he picked Weidman to win. Or no, what was it? Well, yeah, it was the Weidman versus Bruno Silva, and this motherfucker won via eye pokes. Like
damn.
One of the most bogus ass things, and it's evident. The final time he got poked, it was dual eyes, like both eyes.
Watching you. He didn't even Three Stooges that nigga. Like he just.
So I'm watching you, but you ain't watching me anymore.
Yeah, but not. And then the fact he's doubled down since, like talking about, like, oh, like that just it kind of happens in the fights, and you got to keep going. You can't complain every time something illegal happens. The fuck you can't, motherfucker. Like that's the only way shit gets stopped is when motherfuckers bring attention to it. That's why he poked my eye. I'm gonna say it every time he poked my eye. I poke.
So real quick, what fight y'all talked about already?
We have talked about most of them, but I missed all of the prelims. So
okay,
if you want to expound on last night's card, yes.
I can do that. Give me 1 second, because I was late to the party. I thought it started at 5 and not 3. You know what I'm saying? So I was basically catching replays.
I know, and I found that out after because I'm like, oh, this happened, and you're like, I'm an hour behind, and I was like, well, fuck me.
No worries. The Alex Perez punch, that was dope.
Yeah. That Matic uppercut.
Man, that was stupid. The Ryan Spann TKO was kind of nuts.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I was telling Paul, I was like, you will never see me putting my chips on Ryan Spann. He needs to get rid of that Superman tattoo as well, because
everybody you faced has been kryptonite.
Yep. You took
Corrine De Real Silva versus Ariane De Silva.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to get married and change your last name, head ass, man.
I know. I was saying that too. I was like, it's gonna be another one of them. The Caitlyn Cinnamon Marinara stories. Ain't nobody know who she is now.
No, so this one I wanted to touch on real quick because, I watched Corine actually. She fought somebody else that was on the card, Ketlin Salza, her last match, and knee barred the shit out this bitch. And I thought she was done, but out of her last, I want to say 12 fights or so, she's finished first round 10 of those fights. Damn. You know what I'm saying? So everybody was like, how is she gonna be after first round? And she went in there and showed you how the fuck it's gonna be. She just dominated this bitch for like the whole time. You know what I'm saying? I thought there was going to be double leg locks. She's turned out not to be. You know what I mean?
That was Ketlin Souza or Salza?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And then, that was a nice fight by her. Unanimous decision and like well earned. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Janata Denise knocking Austin Lane out on the feet, nigga.
Yep.
With that, and what he hit him with an uppercut too, I think.
I think it was a combo of that. And I think it started. Hold up, let me.
Damn!
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, no, Paul went soundbite searching, and he got his stacked up. And actually, hey, while we're here, because it was funny enough yesterday, do you still got the new Connor movie preview?
Yes. Have you seen it, Dre?
For what?
Well, don't even tell him. Just
I'm not gonna tell him. Just it's a new Conor McGregor movie, not Roadhouse. Have you seen it?
If is it Popeye?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
That shit looks badass.
No, yeah. he ran this last weekend, and I'm serious. Like, I'm a minute into this preview. Like, what is this building towards? I know it's something, but what is this? And then it took me out when they said Papa. I said, get the fuck out of here. But like, Paul makes a good point, man. That is the perfect motherfucker to play Popeye,
and like actually almost be a decent one.
Bro, like they would snap. This would go harder than Roadhouse.
Word up. It would. What was it? Oh, so you said so we caught up on the main. You said you didn't watch the prelims. Well, I did. Did you see that? I did. So, I'm gonna just go top down. Ronnie Yahaya
and Victor Henry.
Now, this so victory went to Henry, 3rd round TKO, right? Now, this motherfucker Victor Henry is named the Mongoose. Okay?
Right.
Like, man. So I heard that and I'm like, okay, that's kind of, crazy, but whatever, right?
Okay, that's why I didn't. And it's in Spanish too.
Yeah. So Yahaya is known for, like, because he's a bit older, so people are faster than him. So what he's going to do is try to, like, grapple, take you down, weigh you down to, like, kill your speed and your momentum and shit, right?
Yeah.
He goes in, and I want to say he maybe got the first takedown or something, but, like, Henry recovered quick from it, right? Every other takedown he proceeded to do after that, he either missed the takedown completely or, like, just could not get him, like, he would get him down, but then, like, get reversed, or, like, he would get like a leg up, and then dude would punch out, like, something. You know what I'm saying? But the shit that had me going was he shot maybe 3 times at this dude and just missed completely. Like, went to shoot at him, the motherfucker hit an angle so quick on this nigga, you was like, oh shit. And the nigga hit his forehead on the mat. That type of shit.
Okay.
Like, but a couple times. And so I'm over here like, oh, this nigga's the Mongoose for real. Like, they're like, yeah, he's the Mongoose. He's really hard to grapple and trap. And like, he's not giving up position. And he's got tricky shit for you too, though. It's not that he just has defense. He has, like, yeah. And so once he implemented that and, like, killed dude's game plan, he was coming with these devastating dog. He hit him with a right, and then dude looked at him. He said, "Oh, you want to hit him again?" Knocked him against the fence, fam. And then and so he knocked him against the fence. He came in, start boom, boom, bow, uppercut. He says, "That's it. It's cool."
Damn!
Oh, watch out for this nigga, the Mongoose, fam.
Okay.
So and in real quick,
La Mangosta.
Yeah. So real quick, in conjunction with that, there was a lot of talk about Chuck Liddell last night, because there was a lot of people with great ass wrestling defense and you know, to
basically using
credit,
it.
he was
Yeah, I was gonna say, so basically using his wrestling, but just for takedown defense to keep it standing.
Yeah, so they were like, he was really the first one to kind of use wrestling in reverse. Like,
Yep.
so he would use his wrestling only as a defense against other wrestling, just to keep you up and knock you the fuck out.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So he was like, we're seeing a lot of that tonight. And I don't know if y'all know, but shouts out to Chuck Liddell, and Dominic Cruz was like, no, that's the first shit I learned to fucking try to go against. Was, you know what I'm saying? He was like, Chuck Liddell was my dude in that era, like coming up. You know what I'm saying?
That's who got me into MMA. That's when I got into it. Was in the Chuck Liddell era.
No, this dude is such an icon that even now, 10 years removed from the fight game, they still, every time they got a new card set come out, Chuck Liddell's in that bitch.
He's in that motherfucker. Yep. And so, yeah, shouts to like takedown defense, but this was like almost a whole nother level of takedown defense. I've never seen somebody shoot and just completely miss the person. Right. Like, that's what had me floored. You know what I'm saying? Because this dude's like, it looks like he just stumbled, and you're like, oh, fuck.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Victor Henry, look for him.
I'm gonna have to do that.
Yeah, watch that fight if you can. That was a good one. The co-main to that was Austin Hubbard from Ultimate Fighter versus Michael Figlak, and this fight was basically like a mirror fight, because both of these motherfuckers stylistically were the same nigga.
Okay.
Somebody was like, hey, I wonder, you know who hasn't fought in a while? Ryu and Ken, nigga. Let's put them like, because literally whenever this one would get a shot, he would get it right back. Whenever he would shoot and get a takedown, he would reverse it and get, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a literal, like, both of them kept coming at each other, and like, so it'd be like, boom, oh, okay, boom, like how goats fight, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it felt like. And so because of that, the whole time I'm like, man, this shit is crazy. Like, I don't know who they're gonna give it to. I said, I know it's gonna be split though. Whoever they give it to. I was like, it might even be a motherfucking draw. You know what I'm saying?
But
gave it to Hubbard, unanimous decision.
Unanimous, it looked like, yep.
And I was like, okay, I was like, that's questionable. Not that he won, but the unanimous part.
You thought it was close enough. It should have, like, it should have been split.
Yes, fam. And like battled the whole time though.
I kind of thought that's what it was going to be with the Silva and De Silva fight, because there was some, like, Lipski. I'm gonna just keep calling her Lipski because it's easier. Right. But no, Lipski had some moments in that fight. It was a back and forth fight. At the end of it, I gave it to Carini. She did enough. She had enough control. Yeah. But I was like, man, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a split. But not unanimous. She did her thing. Like I said, we all hit.
I want to say she got Carini got a takedown,
but then reversed.
Yeah, she got it reversed, and then the rest of the time, Lipski was on her in the first round. So like everybody was like, "Oh, I don't know." The second two, straight domination.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
and like, bro, when she would get a position, she wasn't letting go. She had her back, and it was done.
Threatening a lot of shit too. Like, and that's what people don't understand who don't know about grappling, jiu-jitsu, wrestling is like, so once you get in that close with it, it's all about, like, think about it like it's micro movements. You know what I'm saying? So like, if I have my hand here as opposed to here, different shit happens. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit you need to be looking at in ground fighting, is You know, like, so it like essentially when somebody, you know, when somebody has their back and they're fighting your hands and shit, and you're like, oh, they're under their chin. Oh shit. Probability just went down. Oh, now they're behind your head. Like, you know, like, nah, fam. So don't be booing niggas. I didn't see the TiiiME fight because it wasn't up yet. It might be now. I think that's the only one I missed.
Not a big deal. Hey, and
the
it looks like
McMahon Ketlin Salza fight. Now, this one kind of made me mad because I don't know why, you know, but I like Marty McMahon's Wednesday Addams looking ass. You know what I'm saying? Ketlin Salza, as I mentioned before, fought Karine, got the knee bar of her life. You know what I'm saying? She's very masculine, if that makes sense. And she went out there and showed that shit. So my problem with this one right now, Ketlin Salza, unanimous decision, well deserved, well earned. It didn't have to be unanimous because, so this was one of those cases. I'm watching this fight, right? And man is a little slow starting anyway, so it's like, okay.
Like a female Tito Vera.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And you'll have that. But the problem with this fight was, so they get started, right? And I understand I'm the type of fighter where I got to get hit in order to like lock the fuck in now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe before that, I'm worried about some other shit. But as soon as you hit me, oh, I'm here now. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's that type of person. Gotcha. So she got hit and it was like, ooh, okay, I'm woke now, right? So she got a little bit more aggressive, but every time she tried to come in, she would get pieced up. And now Salza has pretty good strength behind her shit, right? But what you start noticing is after a while, she's piecing you up and you're just and then backing the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And so like after about a minute of that, it's like, yo, you felt this bitch hit you and you're obviously eating it. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is the problem? I said, so now you know you can take her shit, eat a couple jabs going in to implement your shit. Like I said, so because what the problem is like you get a fighter in there and they don't believe in themselves. You know what I'm saying? Which is different than like forgetting or not knowing the game plan. Like she went in there, they had a game plan. She just didn't believe in what she could do.
Gotcha.
And it showed. You know what I mean? So I'm sitting there after the first round and I'm like, hey. And so I'm like, yo, if I'm her corner, I'm not even telling her shit about techniques or none of that shit. I'm coming at her on some mental shit, like look, you already know what to do. I sat there and watched you eat this bitch's best shots, and it did little to nothing to you. So if that's the case, don't respect her shit. Eat that motherfucking shit. Bow. Get in there. Here, take this on the way out.
Start getting in her head too, especially if it ain't doing nothing. That reminds me a little bit of the Ansel Jubilee fight. The undefeated Indian fighter was piecing dude up for 2.5 rounds until it got to that third round, and dude started barking at him. Totally fucking threw his game off. He said, "This dude is barking at me. What do I do?" And got TKO. Yep.
And so, you know, like, so again, so on man's side, right? She's eating these shots. And so I get if you're eating the shots and you're like, fuck, this bitch is strong. I don't want to take any more of them. And then make an adjustment because of that, right? But you're eating them and you're not even like staggering back. You're just taking them and staying in the same place. You know what I'm saying? So that lets me know you can take her shit. So take a couple of them because as you start taking them and then implementing your shit, she's gonna be like, oh, well, why my shit ain't working? And either is gonna have to throw harder or switch it up.
Yeah.
I said she wasn't even throwing hard enough to knock you down.
Yep,
The
and
shit went all 3 rounds.
At the least, if you turn it up and get in her face, you're gonna get in her head, especially if she been piecing you up, ain't dropping you, and then you coming back. Yeah,
that's it.
I see that, and I think a lot of fighters, and again, just a guy on the couch. I think I say that at least once per podcast because I know I'm a armchair fucking coach over here. I'm not competing, but the majority, like a good 70% of this fight game is mental.
Yeah.
You need the skills, you need the attributes to be a good fighter. But you got, like, if you good here, you almost unbeatable. And I mean,
didn't hit hurts, period. Right? So we know that.
Yep.
So if you can take it and get your shit off. You know what I'm saying? Like, make a motherfucker respect you. I said that's why, like, even though he wasn't the coldest, that's why I fucked with, like, Boss Rutan, nigga.
I love Boss Rutan.
Because that motherfucker was like 95% mental.
Oh, bro. The most average fighting skills, but mentally.
But, like, reflex took him a long way.
Yep. Well, that and them fucking low kicks, bro. He is one of the originators of, like, deadly leg kicks.
Fucking your legs up.
Yep. Watch him, like, in, like, 5 fights just by leg kicks.
Dude, have you ever watched, I think he has, like, a whole series on YouTube of it's him fucking watching his own fights and commentating. Have you ever watched those?
No.
It's fucking hilarious, dude. I sat there and watched all, like, 20 fights of him commentating himself. He's like telling you what he did, and he's just Boss Rutan, you know. So he's fucking hilarious.
That is the most Boss Rutan thing I could think to do is commentate your own.
He's not really commentating, but he's like just talking about it as it's happening. You know what I mean?
Like what he's thinking and shit.
Yeah. Like what I was, and you'll see here, he's about to do this, and then I was so I saw him do this, and so I was, you know, and then he says a bunch of funny shit.
Well, bro, and then like, when YouTube was first starting to get popular, and I don't even know if it started on YouTube, but this is where I caught all of them, was his fight videos, like teaching you how to bar fight and shit.
No, like how to be a bouncer, fam.
Yeah.
He was like, so, you know, he was like, I can take a lot of the techniques from the octagon and do it in here. He was like, but in here, it ain't no rules. So we gonna do some extra shit. So, and then it cut.
Oh wait, I know what you're talking about. I think.
And then it cut, and he was like, so, you know, this, and he had like a guy that he was doing demos on and shit. And he was like, so look, he grabs a glass bottle, and the dude grabs a bottle, comes at him. He said, I do this shit, wrap this shit up, palm to the face, push him against the bar, grab a stool, bong.
Yep.
Bong.
Kick him in the balls. And like,
like, dog, he was like, no, I will take the club furniture and beat your ass, nigga. Like, that shit had me weak.
Yeah. So the 2 submissions that happened prior to the Souza fight, you want to give us a little analogy, like, I believe, the Padilla versus.
Okay, so this Chris Padilla. First of all, he looked like a fucking Super Punch-Out character. You know what I'm saying? Like, he looked like a cartoon to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just different than other people. It's like having a Simpson in the real world.
Did this have anything to do with being German?
No, because didn't nobody else look like that. You know what I'm saying? But, against James Youngtop. And
the LL on top?
Yeah, with the LL as the Y. So all I remember about this shit is they had a couple little exchanges, you know what I'm saying?
It seems like this one, this happened towards the end of the first round.
Yeah, so like they were pretty even, I remember. Both had good shots, switching up, changing levels, and then like I want to say Padilla got the takedown, but they were scrambling, you know what I'm saying? And Yontop went to like go try to get up, and Padilla just like snatched his back so quick, but also had the chin already. Like he was already under there. And so he was like, oh. And just like it was within a second, I'd swear. Like had his back, chin was choking him, and like had it locked in, and dude was just like, yep, let me go.
You got me.
Yeah. It was the quickest rear naked I've ever seen.
Okay.
Also, before that, the Dragon Girl, Liang Na versus Ivana Petrovic. And she did the same thing to Liang Na, except she flattened her out. And look, had Liang Na so bad, she had to cut, like this arm was fucked up, had to come from under, tap the fuck out, and still went out.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, fam. Like
that was there's actually the Charles Oliveira and Justin Gaethje fight. Gaethje tapped and then went out.
Yeah. Yep. That's essentially what happened here.
And as far as the split decision to open up the card, did it go to the right person?
It did. Mahashata is so when I seen it, I was like, oh, male Misha Tate. That's nigga like this nigga got this same name as Misha Tate. Anyway. But yeah, yes, right decision, went to the right person. My man from China did his thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember it being like a super exciting fight, but you know.
So, before we jump to looking ahead, I gotta ask you because I mean we talked a little bit about it, but final take on 300.
Oh, yeah.
It was wasn't it?
Yeah, it was righteous. They still, so I had to go elsewhere to watch the main because they are still charging for it currently.
Okay. I forgot. But, you were home for that, so y'all didn't order.
But I definitely caught all the earlies and the regular prelims. And can I just say that motherfucking first of all, Amanda Nunes, stay your ass at home. Because if you come out of retirement to fight this bitch, it will be at 145. And I don't know. And I know you did that to Cyborg, but this bitch right here, fam, Kayla Harrison.
Yeah, no, Cyborg didn't have the takedown game that Harrison has.
Yeah, I've been riding Kayla Harrison's nuts since her first PFL season. I've been ready for this fucking moment.
She's a fucking Terminator. Did you see what the fuck she did to the
I've been watching her.
Said, you a preacher's daughter, nigga? I don't even believe in Jesus. She dog. Her motherfucking arms and her back, nigga.
No. All right, so you know how tall Michael Chandler is?
Yeah.
Michael Chandler is 5'8" and fights at 155. Kayla Harrison fights at 155 and is also 5'8".
Yeah.
She did fight at 155 in PFL, but
yep. Well, and
like this is Michael Chandler, and he's ripped.
Yeah.
I guess by fight night, by the time it was time to go into the cage, Harrison was I think 160.
Oh my!
I believe it. She's Khabibing him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, and she ain't got a choice because they ain't got a fucking division heavy enough for her.
Right.
But even the fact that she can make that weight by fucking weight, nigga, like she's doing female Poeton shit. Because that's
she was doing some interviews leading up to it too. She goes, "Yeah, I can't explain to you how many selfies I've taken this week because of how skinny I am right now."
But I still stand by what the fuck I say, nigga. I'm not finna let her or Ronda Rousey beat my ass, nigga.
Oh, bro, Rousey, we ain't ever gonna see Rousey again, and it's for the better.
Look.
Like, and especially after the shit that she's been talking, going on a podcast, she still considers herself the greatest fighter ever. ever. Not the greatest women fighter ever, but the greatest fighter ever.
Damn. Listen, all the niggas that I can name that'll beat your ass are all dudes. So we not even finna do that.
Kayla Harrison is like the better version of Ronda, except for she also, yeah.
Yep.
And she's fucking like 40 pounds heavier.
Yep. And hey, and all the respect to Rousey for really pioneering that division and pioneering women's fighting in the UFC.
No, I'll give you Mount Rushmore. You know what I'm saying? But like even on Mount Rushmore, them niggas ain't the greatest of all time. Maybe one of them is Anderson Silva.
Yep.
And that's because like nigga, it's not even a question.
Yep. And we all figured out, obviously, that Powhatan is a special breed.
He's different. He's different.
He's like an ancient Mayan warrior.
He's Ogre, nigga, from Tekken. I said that. I said, nigga, hey, Hachi woke that nigga up last year when Izzy became champion. The fuck? What are we saying here? No, when the first time that nigga came out in the fucking red face, nigga, and it wasn't racist. With the Native American feathers, nigga. That is a real fight in the line I ass, nigga.
So they had a graphic. They broke down most wins against champions or former champions. And I think the all-time leader in the UFC, I want to say, was George St. Pierre with 8. And then a bunch of people are tied for 5. And maybe Jones had the 8. Jones is number 1, and it's because when you hold a strap for a decade plus, like that's all you do is you beat champions. But there is a bunch of them that were tied for 5 champion beaters, and Pereira in his 2 years in the UFC was already at 5. So this dude is different. We were talking a little bit about how he's got ambitions to test himself at heavyweight too. And a lot of like they actually, I want to say, I don't know who dropped the odds, but Pereira opened up as a big dog against a potential match against Aspinall. And I'm like, y'all are sleeping on him. Like, and then don't get me wrong, Aspinall's good. Aspinall ain't been tested enough for me to be fully convinced that, oh, he's the greatest heavyweight ever. Nah, bro. You just big.
You say you just big.
Like, that's it. Like, you look like English Brock Lesnar.
Hell no. Hey, ain't nobody bigger than that nigga.
No, but that's about what it reminds me of.
That is possibly so like Francis Ngannou is big, but in a different way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like that nigga Brock Lesnar, for him to be that big, do UFC and really like be above average at it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because don't get me wrong, fam. Like, pro wrestling is athletic as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know how it would translate, but like, you know what I'm saying? He went in there, he took niggas down, and like, because he was a real wrestler. You know what I'm saying? And shit. So, like, I'm sure he do his thing and man. But that nigga was big. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if
I want to see him fight Greg Hardy
and came out like 8-2, you'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, so Jamal Hill is also doubling down on blaming Herb Dean for him getting slept.
I thought he did. I thought he didn't. I saw him say that it wasn't Herb Dean's fault.
He went on an interview with Schmo.
Oh my god.
And basically, and Schmo was giving him some very loaded leading questions, but he fed into it, basically saying, "Oh, I feel like Poatan should have, like Alex should have had to listen to what the ref says. Obey my commands at all time. That's all I'm saying. Like, just you gotta constantly be paying attention. And I'm like, bro, if you run that back, first of all, of taking a step forward in the middle of the break. And I've seen 5 different people or so now break down the actual footage in ultra slow motion. Nah, Poatan did not move forward. He actually took a step back after he re-engaged. Not only that, they touch gloves, and then Hill reaches out with a couple feelers, and obviously Pereira's meeting him, got his timing and got his distance down. And then as he goes to throw that left hook, Hill was actually the one to fucking throw the first shot. He threw it right, and it got slipped, and he got caught with that left. So I don't want to hear any of these bullshit excuses. You got by a high-level kickboxer, and that's all there is to it, dude.
It as bad?
What's that?
I was saying, was it as bad as when O'Malley did that to Aljo?
Just about.
Okay, because I remember when that happened, I was like, see? And everybody was like, no, that's a fluke. I said, no, run the shit back in slow motion. And they did, and they was like, okay. Yeah.
No, bro, people just love to hate on O'Malley, and I get it. It's because he's flashy, he's kind of gimmicky, but the dude's got the talent to back it up. He's got some of the best hands in the UFC, man. Like, and he studies. Like, this dude is a student of the game. This motherfucker is in there putting in the work, trying to better himself. They're talking about, and I hope they run this sooner rather than later. But I think that with Merab and O'Malley, with that fight, I think O'Malley's got it. I think he's gonna make it look easy too. Merab is too hittable. I've seen this dude rocked in just about every single fight he's been in.
Yeah.
And if Sean gets a chance to do what Sean can do, it might be an easy early night.
This am.
But we actually got you here in studio, so we're gonna take a look real quick at UFC 301 and iron these out for our
and
Parlay boys.
Parlay boys. Now look, this confused me, right? So I was watching the shit last night, and it was like, oh, coming to 301. Pantoja defends the belt against Steve Erceg, and the King of Rio is back. I said, from retirement, nigga? Or was he retired, or did he just go over to box real quick?
I want to say he actually said that he was.
I think he retired.
That's what I thought. So they finna come back because they in Brazil, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So they finna drape Jesus in the belt again, nigga.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And they finna
actually,
do that.
And this is not fight related, but week 1 of the NFL season, the Packers are going to be down there playing the Eagles in Brazil.
Oh shit!
Yep.
That's wild.
Yeah.
But we had to come up with whole different alternative jerseys because you're not allowed to wear Brazilian colors in sports, like it's a law.
Damn.
Yeah.
No green or blue.
No green or yellow.
Yellow. Gotcha.
And that is both of the Packers colors.
Yeah. So y'all got to wear the Raiders Packers.
Well, no. So I think they're able to keep the yellow, maybe, but basically the rest of the jerseys and outfits are gonna be white.
What up, Alan?
Alan Maddox. What up?
With the Eagles.
Yo, everybody watching out there, please leave a reaction, a like, a mad face, anything to let us know that you reacted. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's greatly appreciated.
Even if you a bot, we ain't gonna acknowledge you if you a bot, but yeah. That's just it be what it be. And big shout out. Can you refresh me on the name? Who gave us the stars last week? We got our first stars here.
That's me little Irish lass, Holly.
Shout
out to Holly McCann.
Holly McCann. Is that like Molly's cousin? Like, how does that work?
I don't believe they're related. She's just a wee little numpty that tunes in every now and then.
Well, we appreciate it here. Help us boost that algorithm a little bit. But yeah, looking ahead, since you ain't been in studio, I'm gonna let you grab your pick here first. Who you got for 301?
No, yeah, I'm looking. Oh, your boy Kyle Bahio is on there.
Yep.
Against Paul Craig. Yasmin Lucindo. Okay. She alright.
No, I seen that when I saw her. I was like, oh, this actually might be Dre's pick. It's Lucindo.
Oh, Brother Bone Theme is on there.
Oh, is there a Bone Theme?
Yep. In the early prelims.
Oh shit.
And he going against Vic Pichel.
Pichel?
Motherfucking and he got that one of them niggas that fight like this from England mustaches.
Ooh. Michelle Pereira versus Ihor Potiera is gonna be a fucking banger, I bet.
Bro, and I was talking all this shit about how this I was talking all this shit about how this card was kind of but the more I'm looking at it, I'm like, you know what? No, there's actually some bangers on this fucking card.
Man, I'm still Elvis. Ooh, he snapped the last fight though.
Who, Brenner?
Yeah. He got cut, but he still came out on top. I don't know, man. Fuck, this is tough. Man, I'm gonna go with the champ since I don't know.
You're gonna go with who?
A Pantoja.
Okay, you going Pantoja, Maine.
Man.
Okay. Is it just me, or does Steve Erceg look like the human version of like a malnourished puppy? Like on the
damn. He said the human version of a malnourished puppy.
Like he looks like a lost puppy in like early 1600s England in a water puddle.
Oh my god.
A bone for my dish.
Share a little morsel, sir.
Please, sir, I'm hungry.
I'm and contracted the bird flu. I don't know. I'm sorry. Can that be racist since Britain's ruled every damn thing?
Yeah, they just got to take it in stride.
Bruv.
Nah.
Come over here, get fucking stabbed, bruv.
Hell no.
All right, so you got Pantoja. Give me Mr. Kyle Bahio.
Kyle Bahio.
Kyle Bahio.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm, maybe this is blasphemous, but
I'm taking
gotta do it to him. No, that would be funny. I am gonna go with Jonathan Martinez, though.
Jonathan Martinez.
Jose Aldo's a goat, but it's more like a was a goat kind of thing.
Yeah, I had the Navajo on that one because I agree with you.
All right, so Pantoja, Martinez, and Bahio. That's your official parlay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main
event of the evening.
Yeah.
Is it gonna go? Or are we always trying it?
I don't know what y'all doing, man.
I've hit it like 3 times.
Oh, I think it fades in. There, try it now.
Nah, bro, I'm hitting the parlay boys and it's going.
Parlay boys.
Oh,
I see what you're doing. That's weird, yeah.
Nah, it like lagged on me. It didn't even register the first couple. Like, I don't know, but nah, we got it locked in. That's all that matters. Man.
Who this man?
And can we say a little prayer in remembrance of a career that's going to be ending this upcoming Saturday?
Who, Jose Aldo?
Anthony Smith.
Oh shit.
Oh, you think so?
Against Vitor Petrino? Fuck yes, I do. And I mean, he might come back to fight another time or two after this, but this dude is talking like they should have never let this motherfucker fight John Jones because now he thinks he's elite, even though he hasn't like he barely wins. He can only beat Ryan Spann.
I'm gonna change my pick to Anthony Smith by finish. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I mean, if you're just trying to let me catch up, just say so. I mean, but no, there's some like the Ihor Portiera fight and the Michelle Pereira. Man, that's gonna be a banger.
All right, Martinez, Pantoja, and who?
And Bohao.
Kyle Bahau.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Plus 185
for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell no.
Minus 162, minus 205, and minus 535 on Kyle Bahau.
God damn. These are minus 535.
Yep.
Now watch Craig come out and like do some crazy rare submission we barely see.
I was about to say I am probably going to throw a quarter on Paul Craig by submission just because of that.
Yep. No, anytime
he's plus 4. Oh, never mind. I can't.
Yeah, anytime you get odds like that, go for it. And I say this knowing that I saw Max Holloway plus 750 for TKO or something against Gaethje, and I didn't do nothing with it. And I'm kicking myself for it because, man.
At the last second, you would have pissed on yourself.
Bro, I would have been pissed. And I'm glad I didn't, though, because I would have been pissed that it wasn't happening until it did happen. I would have been like, this fight fucking sucks because nobody's dead. And then would have been shocked at the end. But, man, that video or that highlight I have seen more times than I can count, man. I've watched it and ran it back. And credit to the UFC because after that one happened, they straight aired it, or ESPN did. Like 5 minutes, within 5 minutes of it happening, they had it available for people to check out because they knew everybody was going to be taking this. They knew everybody was going to be posting it. So why not post it yourself?
Yeah,
and get all the ad revenue, get all that money.
Yep. Then have people share that shit.
And I guess Dana White confirmed that reel on Instagram, that's the highest viewed reel that UFC has ever released.
What reel was it?
The Holloway KOing Gaethje final second.
Damn.
Yep. Now that was like Dana said it best in the post-fight interview for that though. He goes, "You want to know what I do for a living? I sell holy shit moments for a living." Yeah. And that right there was a holy shit moment. Like I don't know, love or hate Dana. I love how passionate he is about his brand and about what he's built, man. It's gonna be a far different sport when he's gone. Like far different sport. Makes me wonder who they would have take over. My guess is it probably what's his name? Hunter
Triple H.
Not Triple H. His attorney and basically right hand man with the Glasgow scar.
Yeah.
Like I want to call him Hunter Thompson, but he's Fear and Loathing. So Hunter Campbell.
Yeah.
I could see Hunter Campbell taking over, probably doing a decent job. It seems like a lot of people like him anyways. He's at basically every fight or every pay-per-view anyways. You always see him right there in the thick of things. What we got going on over here? Am I just missing things? Oh, damn. That he got replied to 3 different times by each page.
That's all good.
But Yeah, man, this card should be decent, and I think the card after the fight after this is the St. Louis Fight Night.
Yeah,
coming up on the 11th. And did you see Joaquin Buckley got added to the card as the co-main event?
Let's go.
Yep.
Now he needs to pull off one of those crazy fucking spinning ninja kicks again.
Speaking of which, because in light of that, I went through my memories and shit and pictures to see when the last one we went to was, and it was January 14th of 2018 was the last time they was in St. Louis. And I'm trying to think. We were we was fucked up, first of all. So we don't remember who we saw, and I was like, damn, actually, who was on that card, right? We saw an early JJ Aldrich.
Hold up. Go ahead, keep going. I got a call.
I was saying we saw early JJ Aldrich. Who else was on that card? Another female. Irene Aldana was on that card. And when she was like 7 and something, you know what I'm saying? Like early. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then, but the one that we missed that I was like, man, that nigga was there and we didn't, and like, don't fucking remember it. Kamaru Usman, nigga.
Damn.
Fought in St. Louis on that card, nigga, and I don't fucking remember. And I'm over here like, man, I at least got to try to watch this one. I can't and what it was her first UFC, my girl or whatever. And so like she got in there and was like, oh, we're this close. And like, I can hear them hitting each other. And like, this is a fucking blast. Double crown and coats for everybody. Yeah, it was that kind of night. So, no, shouts to them coming back. Derek Lewis, Rodrigo Nascimento's the main. As you said, Joaquin Buckley on the co-main.
Yep. Alonzo Menefield
versus Carlos also on that card. Paul, yo boy Tabitha Richie's on that card.
Ooh, let's go.
My little man's favorite fighter, Terrence T-Rex McKinney, is on the card, bro.
Let's go.
That's what's
Did you get him a card with the piece of the shorts in it yet?
JJ coming back on this card against Veronica Hardy.
Is she from the area?
No, I don't think so. But she was on the first St. Louis card.
Right. Yeah, that's what made me ask. I'm like, maybe she's close by. That's why they always pick her.
No, the co-main also was fucking Paige Van Zant, bro.
Okay, who did Usman fight?
I'll tell you real quick.
Probably Buckley. No, I'm just playing.
Jessica Rose Clark beat Paige Van Zant. Kamaru beat Emil Meek by decision.
So this was pre-champion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I miss Jessica Rose Clark. She's hot and she's cool.
Yeah.
Ain't got nothing on Montserrat Rendon, though.
The main was Cho Do-Ho versus Jeremy Stephens.
Okay. The Heathen?
Yeah.
Man, no, that's about that time period, 2018.
Yeah. Everybody else I haven't seen or like don't know. Mads Burnell, Jessica I.
Okay, Jessica I.
Are you going?
Like
who, me?
Yeah, anybody.
We trying to, man. Them tickets is fucking way, like probably twice as much as they was in 18.
Yep. They charging like it's a damn pay-per-view.
Yeah. The cheapest I've seen is like $150. If they can,
that's
come
less
down
than I expected, but still not great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even I would be okay with like even at a hundo would be fine. And I don't care where you put me as long as it's not behind a fucking bar or something.
Yeah, these definitely in the threes. Like,
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. The VIP tables for $35 at the local cards, where you get waitresses and you get to basically be cage side, is fucking lit. I don't care if it's
Yeah, no, that's really. I've yet to go do a UFC event, so all my experiences are the pro-ams and with the VIP tables. Yep.
Right.
Now, ain't a better spot though in the house than being right there cage side cornering.
I bet, yeah.
That man, it happens so fast though too. Like it's
it do.
I'll be in the corner. I'll be like, bro, your breath smells like shit. You need a Tic Tac.
And step away from them body shots, nigga. Damn.
Yep. I said 2-1. 2-1 with a 3.
Yeah.
3 over the top. That's not a 3 over the top. No.
Did you see the interview where they were asking Derek Lewis about when he took that body shot and still knocked that guy out? Did you see what he said about that? They said, were you hurt by that body shot? He says, well, it did hurt, but it wasn't really from the body shot, and it was mostly just because I had to shit really bad. I was just trying not to shit myself. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
No.
He says some of the most craziest shit, though.
Said I was just trying not to do in front of myself in front of people on TV.
Oh. Yeah. If I'm fighting, I'm definitely taking a shit before the fight.
Bro,
right. At least that day, like I'll force a little bit of something out.
Yeah.
And then if you can't, maybe eat some bran flakes.
Right. Hell no.
Well, on that note, I think we covered the bases anyways. We will be back next Sunday though, 8 p.m. Central Time. As always, we try to stay in this specific time slot. Let y'all know when we're gonna be here, and like clockwork, we've made it work the last few weeks, so we're gonna keep it going. But good to have you jumping back in. Good to see you still kicking, still watching fights, still got some shit to talk.
You feel me? I'll be back.
Yeah, y'all have a good night out there. Again, appreciate everybody tuning in. Don't forget them like, subscribe, comment, call your mom. Like, just get the word out. But until next time, this is your boy A1, and this has been It's Almost Time.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is
Start Your Engines.
He said, start your engine.